I started this YouTube channel in late October of 2023 with one clear purpose: monetizing self-improvement, inspired by none other than Hamza Ahmed. Now, I'm all for meditating, eating healthy foods, learning how to sleep correctly, reading from time to time, and all of the things that self-improvement promotes. But there's a certain limit to how much it can actually offer and what it can actually promise. How much it is allowed to promise. Because most of these YouTube channels you see on YouTube focusing on self-improvement have hosts that act pretty much like prophets. I'm sorry to break it to you, but eating healthy foods or going to the gym isn't going to make you a billionaire or guarantee a happy life. But why is that? Because exercise, diet, perfect sleep, all of the other things that self-improvement promotes, going to the sauna, I don't know, red light therapy, stuff like that, those aren't the main goals you need to set for yourself in life, or that you should set for yourself in life. Completing the daily routine of cold showers, cold plunges, I don't know, cold exposure in general, and repeatedly doing the things that you are told to do and told that they're going to make you a millionaire or billionaire or trillionaire is not those things are not the meaning of life. They're just a means for something greater. I think I'm slightly sadder as an individual than how happy I was in October when I started the YouTube channel. And I was not eating sugar, meticulously tracking my sleep, and doing all of the aforementioned things. But I do think that now my life has a lot more purpose. There's an inherent reason for which I live. There's an inherent reason for why I wake up every single day, why I track every single day of my life, which before was unexistent, just completely unexistent as someone who loved, breathed self-improvement. But people making it the main purpose of their existence isn't the thing that rubs me the wrongest way with self-improvement. It's the promises that are given to you by so many people. That thing with like, oh my god, if you stop eating sugar, you'll become richer than Warren Buffett, bro. Oh my god, if you go to the gym, you'll get twice the net worth of Elon Musk in like two days, bro. That might seem I don't know, like a parody of self-improvement channels, and it very much is. But the core message that you will become rich, that you will become successful, that you will, I don't know, even stuff like you'll attract a beautiful woman, and I'm saying woman because most of self-improvement is targeted towards very insecure men, and women's self-improvement is a lot more discreet and a lot more healthy, in my opinion. If you search up, women's self-improvement isn't even branded that way. There are a lot of channels. There was this nice German girl, I can't remember her name. There was other people who blew up because they were more aggressive with their self-improvement, but whatever. Self-improvement for girls is just basic self-care. But pretty much every single girl is in one way or another improving herself. Okay, maybe not all of them, but it's a common female interest from what I've observed in everyday life. With men, this promise that, I don't know, eating healthy foods, going to the gym, cold plunges will give you the motivation and the confidence and the body and state of mind necessary to attract a partner is just not true. Because even I, as someone who admittedly, and as someone who has admitted this on numerous occasions, has no idea about romantic love, I know that love isn't necessarily about the quality of a human being when it comes to self-improvement. People aren't going to look at you and ask, how much sugar has this person consumed in the last year? How much alcohol has this person consumed over the span of their lifetimes? That isn't what people think when choosing a partner. That isn't what people think when considering someone to marry or spend the rest of their lives with. No, it's something a lot more spiritual. Something that cannot be objectively measured. Self-improvement is an extremely beneficial thing. You have to go to. You need to go through it to, get to a point where you actually find a meaning of life, and all other things seem redundant. Because today is the third day I've been posting daily. I haven't actually done it with so much purpose and so much intent for a very long time. Scripting, recording, and editing on a daily basis. It's... What hour? What hour is it? I turned on my music. I listen to funk, by the way. It's 8 and 5 minutes here in Romania. And I know I'm probably gonna go to sleep pretty late to finish editing this video. You can already see it's kind of dark outside. But that doesn't really matter, because if I were to focus on basic stuff like sleep and maybe I wouldn't have this much meaning in my life. Maybe there is something more than just optimizing life. There are two extremes, just not caring about your health, and Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson being this guy who wants to live forever and makes his health the primary reason that he's alive. That doesn't seem like a meaningful life. That doesn't seem like a life worth living. One where you're just trying to optimize every single iota of it. I'm of course not telling you to start eating junk food and ruining your sleep schedule and stop exercising. I love all three of these things. The three pillars of health, as I've previously called them in my videos. Calisthenics is one of my main passions, like in the top 3. So it would be hypocritical to tell you, hey, stop exercising so you can work an hour more every single day on that thing that you derive meaning from. But sometimes, and I can confirm this because Lex Friedman talks about it as well. Sometimes even someone who is very healthy, he eats healthy foods, he does, 1 meal days, whatever, cares a lot about it, still sometimes pulls all-nighters. So yes, dear boys and girls, stay committed to self-improvement, but remember that in life, there is something much greater than pure health, exercise, any hobby that you could possibly imagine. There is something that you need to embrace. Something that is worth sacrificing everything else for. Something that can't be replaced by a random course you buy, or an extremely well-presented course by a person you know is going to help out and has good advice. Sometimes. So yeah, I'll see you later. Excuse me for the unedited, poorly scripted, unscripted video. I'll see you later, and stronger than ever.